elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven it. They can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson will throw. Hauls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it, looking for a first. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. from 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy with that.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense are hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Bring in the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Jackson will throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him, trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He'll do it himself. Inside the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Jackson gonna throw it. Turns it loose. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now this offense will take the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Jackson will throw. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Voorhees. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Defense says no thanks, declines the penalty. They'll take 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Pulls it, fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff to the single back. Finding an escape route. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Jackson going to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Darboh. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He'll pull it on the read. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. To the air on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Mitchell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 30 short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So the defense declines the penalty and takes us to 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Heaves it deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. How about that? Continues to fight for yards. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fears the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Trying play action. Under fire. Nice move there. Hard running there. Turns it on him, and another broken tackle. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's 40. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Jackson gonna throw it. Finding open areas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Ferguson. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Clapp. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It is good! The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Steps away. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Leaves it with the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Jackson gonna throw it. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. That's now his 20th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just a short pass to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the tight end. They'll go right back to him. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Completes it in the middle. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Hunt is in the air. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And he's going to make it all the way in for a touchdown off the fumble recovery.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Tosses it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a big gain. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jackson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Jackson gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. On the move, it's Mitchell.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up a run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll run the sneak for it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Mitchell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. go up top. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
And man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, and you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On the ground, it's Voorhees. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Right back to the well. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Razorbacks are on the move. The give from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Spins away from the defender.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I'll tell you, when you've watched this guy play the last couple of games, he's putting himself on the short list for every major defensive college football award. He had 3 sacks in his last game. That was just his 2nd sack this game.
Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. With all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's got him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. And here comes the punt team. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll do it himself. Slithers into space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Darbo. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the fourth. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here comes the heat. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looking for space. It's Dupree. Runs for the tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them. A 5-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Powers through. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down play from the gun. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Under fire. They got him. That's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.